Good evening. We present the news summary. The Supreme Court says 4 accused in the arms and prevention of terrorism case have a case to answer. The 4 accused are Mukesh and Laura Balabji, Leslie Benoiton, and Frank Marie. Chief Justice Ronnie Govinden delivered the decision to the defense submission that the prosecution's case is not sufficient for the defense to need to make any reply or no case to answer. The judge has set the date of 15th January to 28th of March next year to hear the defense case. Marcus Bacchus, a 29-year-old man from Majwa, was formally charged in the Magistrate Court after being accused of causing bodily harm to a person and for negligently driving a car on a public road. The victim was an 18-year-old man who lives in Washkaimo. The young man, who was riding a motorcycle, was dragged on the road from the car park of the Island Development Company to Telemac Road next to the Marine Charter. The court released Bacchus on several conditions. Red Cross Society of Seychelles, in collaboration with the Ministry of Education, organized a session on first aid for 75 teachers today. The session is part of activities that the Red Cross Society has initiated since signing a memorandum of understanding in 2020 with the Ministry of Education. With the training, the teachers will be more equipped to deal with disasters should their schools face such conditions. As part of the government's efforts to integrate climate change awareness into the core of the economy, a group of stakeholders gathered for a workshop where they discussed the financing prospects for climate finance resource mobilization strategy. The workshop was organized by the Department of National Planning in collaboration with the Department of Climate Change. The initiative was put in place with the aim to capture the attention of stakeholders so that they may take a more active role in contributing towards ensuring environmental sustainability. Once finalized, the climate finance resource mobilization strategy will span from 2025 to 2030.
Recalling that the 2021 NDCs address the need to invest in energy, transport, waste, infrastructure, environment and climate disaster risk reduction, agriculture and fisheries, and the blue economy, amongst others, in order for us to meet our commitments under the NDCs as well as the NDS, we are seeking to mobilize the required funding with all partners, domestically and internationally, towards making the investments needed in priority sectors defined. It's important for us to realize that one of the key roles of the RSF is to be a catalytic factor for other funding sources. The strategy will build upon and integrate ongoing efforts by the Ministry of Finance, National Planning and Trade, and the broader government to advance comprehensive climate action initiatives. These ongoing efforts include the development of long-term macro-fiscal analysis to assess climate risks to the public finances. Such analyses are even more important in the formulation of evidence-based, data-driven solutions in response to ever-present threats emanating from the adverse impacts of climate change.
Seychelles, with its unique ecosystem, is particularly vulnerable to the adverse effects of climate change. Rising sea level, increased frequency of extreme weather events, and disruption to our marine ecosystem pose significant risks to our economy and our way of life. Without a strategic approach to climate finance, our ability to respond to these challenges and protect our communities will severely limited. By leveraging international cooperation, private sector involvement, and the support of non-governmental organizations, we can mobilize the necessary resources and expertise to build resilience and advance our climate goals.
The majority of businesses and services at Providence that were affected in the CCCL explosion have reopened. Among the more recent to resume operations there are PUC and Airtel. Airtel welcome their customers this week.
If we remember the date we had that explosion, which was 7th of December last year, and today we are in September, so it's 9 months after to go back into the business in Providence. We know that when serving the customer, the proximity is very important. So some customers had to travel to Victoria, to Perseverance to get the service. But today, the customer we have in Cascade don't have to travel that far because we have a proximity shop for them. They can just come to the outlet, pay the bill, not only the Airtel bill, they can come also to pay the PUC bill through Airtel money in this shop as well. All this time, even when they were fixing, we are still there and continue paying the rent for all this time. This is the way we supported the owner of the business by at least continue being there available to us and being able to achieve what we have been able to achieve for all these 9 months. And today we are back and running available to our customers for the service as well.
And this was the news summary. Thank you for your attention.